Hey there, welcome back to my garden. Today we're going to be working on this bed right behind me. I know in a recent video I told you guys that I didn't like this space, I didn't like the color combination, it was kind of Halloween-y to me, and that I wasn't going to mess with it, I was just going to let it be. But this is such a visible spot for me. This is where I drive in every day, it's by where I park, I can see it out my dining room window. It's an important spot, and for me to not like it is it's unfortunate. So I think I have a fairly good solution. First of all I'm going to do is cut back the heuchera. That's the color that's throwing me off. It's the orangey color combined with the purple that just really is throwing me off. The Supertunia Mini Vista Indigo are doing so well that I think that if I just cut the heuchera back, they would probably just cover them up. And then come fall, maybe they will push new growth and maybe they will come back and I'll like them that time of the year, but I can't do it in the summer. I don't know why. I just can't handle this combination. So I'm going to be cutting back the heuchera, fluffing up hopefully the Supertunias, and hopefully that will help. But I'm also going to take out the plants in my window boxes. I know that I didn't put them in all that long ago, but they're just not doing great, and I don't love the way they look. I especially am not liking the lemon cypress that are in there. They're not doing great. I think, I don't know, I'm not sure what's going on, but I think I'm just going to pull all the plants out. I might put the lemon coral sedum someplace else, but I'm just going to start over, and I think I'm just going to put in one type of plant. I think I'm either going to put in a Supertunia Mini Vista or a Proven Winners Calibrachoa. I tried out these other Calibrachoas that were just, I don't remember what brand they were, but they, most of them fizzled out. Most of them, there's only one, as you can see in this basket, that didn't just totally die. And in the other one, same situation. One of them is doing okay, and then the other one completely fizzled up and died. So what I think I'm going to do is put in some of the soil moist. I'll take all this stuff out, put in some of the soil moist. I'll use new soil, and we're just going to put in one variety of annual, which means that after I finish up just pruning these guys back and getting the window boxes emptied out, we're going to go shopping. We're going to go look for some annuals. I think that I should still have a pretty good chance of finding what I'm looking for. It is just kind of almost a mid-June, so it's hit or miss. It feels a little bit late for me to be planting annuals, but I think that I have enough garden centers that I know of that we can go to that I should be able to find what I need. So I'm just going to get cutting these back. I'm going to get pulling out the stuff from the window boxes, and then we will go shopping. Well, I think that this already looks a lot better. um, yeah, I just needed the little pop of orange out of there. So I love the Supertunia Indigo. I love the Supertunia Mini Vista Indigo. I think it's beautiful. I don't know that I'll plant it again next to the barberries. I'm not loving that combination either, but I'm definitely not taking out the Mini Vistas. So right now, next year we'll plan on something different. But for right now, this looks a lot better. And it gives me an idea too of what would look nice up there in the window boxes. I did have a thought though that it would probably be best for me to go shopping first before I take all this stuff out, just on the off chance that I don't find, a good option. I'll just reconfigure what's in these, which maybe I should probably do that anyways. But anyway, I'll just we'll do that after we get back from seeing what we can find, because I don't want to risk um, having absolutely nothing in these, I guess. So hopefully we'll find a good option that we can take all this stuff out and plant them up with something really beautiful. All right, you guys, this is our first stop. We're at Hillcrest Nursery. I came here first because I have to drive past it to get anywhere else, but also because they have the best prices of anywhere in the area for proven winners annuals. So I've been here a few times, so I kind of had an idea a little bit of what they had. I just wanted to pull in really quick and just see what their availability is, and it's pretty slim. It's a little bit harder to find the proven winners stuff because they don't have them in the containers, they just have the tags. But not really seeing any Supertunias or Calibrachoas at this time. So, quick stop, but on to the next place. Okay, so now we're at S&K Nursery. They also have really good prices, so I thought this would be a second good place to stop. These are all places within just a few minutes of each other. So some proven winners, they're probably getting really low on their stock. So yeah, this is Jazzberry. These could be cute, but I tend to not go towards I tend to not go towards plants that have stripes on them. Supertunia Lovey Dovey. It's cute. Wait, $4.50. I'm gonna go see if they have any more in their other greenhouses. So yeah, they have a lot of this one. This is Pink Star. It's a lot like Lovey Dovey, but Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star. Annual of the year. That is pretty. And they have some of the Supertunia Mini Vista White. I should probably pick up a few of these while I'm here to put into a spot where I just cut back some snow and summer. I think this would look really pretty there. I have Mini Vista Indigo near it, but I think some of this would be pretty in that spot. I don't know. This might be a good option. These are beautiful. Very, very full and healthy looking. They look like they've cut them back not too long ago, so they're nice and dense. And because of this spot, and there's going to be pink that you can kind of see in the distance, but there's the Supertunia Mini Vista Indigo on the ground beneath it. Something like this could be nice because it does have the lighter colors, but then also pulls in the pink. And that is very pretty in mass like this. So we're going to go down and look at some of their other greenhouses really quick and see what they have down there. Let's see. I see some more Supertunias down there at the end. Let's go down there. Well, I grabbed two of these. These are the two of the Indigo Mini Vistas that I think I'll actually put these over in the area where I cut back the snow in summer, but I think I'm going to get one of the Mini Vista White just in case I decide I'd rather do that. I have a couple more greenhouses. Let's just go look down there, but I have a feeling that their stock is getting really, really low. Yeah, the second part, wow, all these greenhouses previously all the way down here were full of annuals, and now this is all perennials, which is still beautiful. Look at these. I might have planted some of these last year. Not sure. Anyway, still very, very beautiful, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, I can't decide on this, so I'm just gonna go grab these two for right now. I'm only a few minutes away from a couple other plant nurseries, so I'll go to those places and then I can come back here if I don't find anything else. But I'm just not too sure if these look too busy. I don't know. I'm not sure why I feel that way, but yeah, we'll go look a couple other places and remember that I can come back here. All right, so we've been kind of slim pickings here at Bauman's. I did just talk to actually the owner. She's going to go back and check for me to see if there's any more of the smitten pink or maybe this pink lemonade. Either of these I think would be really pretty options. I did ask about the Supertunia mini Vista plum vein because I have that one as well. And already, you know, and that I think would be really pretty to use also. And that would be pretty as well. I was trying not to do white though, just because the boxes are white, but we'll see what they have. Okay, so here's what we ended up with. I have both of the pink lemonade coral bells and then also some of the smitten pink, which I thought would be fun to put. They're both calibrachoas, so I'm still kind of going with having the same plant, just different varieties mixed together to bring in more of the deeper pink. And I do have these over planted in one of my watering troughs that kind of is across the driveway from where these will be. So I think that'll tie it together really well. And then because my dahlias are not coming up in my watering troughs, I got some of the Rock and Play in the Blue salvia to put in the center of that. There's 4 of those, and then there's a bunch of these. I just didn't know how many I would fit into the boxes. So I think there's 10 down here on the bottom, and then so maybe 11 of those, and then 7 of the pink ones. So I think that ought to be plenty. And then if I don't use them all, I'll just have to find other containers to put these in because calibrachoas tend to not like to be in the ground. So I think that'll be a really pretty striking mix to put in those window boxes, and will definitely make those look a lot prettier than they do right now. And I'm going to put one of these in there too. I couldn't help myself. This thing is beautiful. This is a dahlia, obviously, and let me show you which variety. Oh, there's not a tag in that one. Let's see. Just pink flame. Beautiful. So beautiful. So that'll go in the middle, and then I'll put 2 salvias on either side, and then it is the same, it is the watering trough across the way from where I'm going to plant these, but the watering trough has these already in it, and I think that's a very pretty blend. All right, we're back home. I got everything unloaded. Now I'm just ready to start undoing the window boxes as they are and kind of clean up the soil, put in some of the soil moist, and then we will get these new plants into the window boxes. All right, you guys, I just finished up over here planting in these sweet centerpieces to this galvanized watering trough. It's a little bit hard to tell because the sun is going down right now, so it looks a little bit warm. These nemesias, they're not doing great. I'm sure I need to be over here watering these guys more, and hopefully, it's sad to say, but hopefully now that there's these centerpieces in here, I will come over and give these more attention. I love this centerpiece. I absolutely just love this dahlia. I think it's gorgeous. And then the plain the blue salvia will go well with the plain blue salvia that is over there. So, and then I also put in 2 of the lemon coral sedums at the ends of these beds. You can see the difference between this one that gets full sun. All 3 of these get full sun. And I just think that these ones maybe didn't quite get enough sun. They're very leggy. They're not quite as, I don't know, vibrant in color, but I do think that this bed looks nice with those on the ends. I thought about putting them into this one, but it just looked too messy. So let's go look over it here at the window boxes now. They're a little bit underwhelming, but I think that they're super sweet. I did decide to keep the Nemesia in these ones in the back. I just felt like the colors really looked good, and the Nemesia actually still was doing okay. So I kept 3 in the back of this one, and you can see I just rotated one after the other of the Calibrachoa. They're pretty little. The root systems on those smitten pinks were tiny, so I hope they do okay. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they do, but over here too, I had a couple Nemesia that had really small root balls over on these that I was able to dig out. So we'll see. But I just think the color combination here is gorgeous, and I'm really excited to see particularly what the pink lemonades do. I eyed this one at the beginning of the season, and I thought about getting it, and I should have really just started out with it, but live and learn. So we'll see how these ones do. I have to just stay on top of watering these ones, especially this one because it's underneath an awning, so if it does rain, it gets absolutely no rain. And I think it'll be easier for me to water these now because the lemon cypress are out of the way. I think it'll just be easier. I think there was just too much stuff in there. That reservoir is just not big enough for that many plants. It was very full of roots, so I had to, I still used the same soil, but I just worked my hands through it. I got out as many roots as I could, just loosened it up. And I think that with this number of plants in it, this is at least, I don't know, over half the number of plants that were in there before. I think that they'll do a lot better. So again, live and learn. I just need to not overdo it when I go into plant in the summertime at the end of spring, you know, like I did with these baskets or with these window boxes. And yeah, I just think I need to remember to keep it a little bit more simple. So we'll be excited to see how these guys do, and excited to hopefully give you guys reports on how all of these are doing, and hopefully they continue to do well. I have the rest of the plants over here that I didn't use, and then also the lemon coral and the osteos that I dug out of these window boxes, and a couple of the cypress too, because they still, 3 of them still looked really good. So anyways, we'll find a spot for those, maybe give them away, we'll see. But anyways, thanks for coming shopping with me today. Thank you for hanging out with me while I did this whole project, this refresh on these boxes. I think they look a lot better, as I do think does this bed with the heuchera cutback. So I hope you guys had a great day, or having a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.